what up, everybody? It's Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee Uncensored. As you know, it's a new show. Don't even start calling us the Destiny's Child of podcast because it is what it is, and we elevating. But we're back, and you know that we have a new co-host who we're going to introduce to you in a minute. Also, we have segments because we're going to start doing the show a little different. So if you're listening to us on the streaming platforms, iHeart, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever else we are, make sure you're also watching us on YouTube and subscribe because you never know when we're going to add an extra show. But I got my boy DJ Damage back. Damage, what's good?
Yo, I'm feeling good, Jason. You know, you see we doing big things now. We got a brand new set. I'm sitting here comfortable on my couch. You know what I'm saying? First, you used to see the little artwork in the background. Now we plush, baby. Hollywood Unlocked. We on bigger and better, okay?
So basically what he's saying is we used to be IKEA, but now we have Z Gallery.
Can you talk about
Yes.
it? Can you
That's what
talk about
okay.
it?
Now the voice you just heard is our new co-host who, you know, we've been pushing online and promoting, and we've been telling you that she's coming, and you've been all in the comments saying we're waiting on Blue Telusma. Welcome to the show.
Blue.
Hello, family. I am so happy to finally be here. Shout out to Jason, shout out to Damage, shout out to the whole team behind the scenes who's made me feel so loved. And I don't usually read the comment section, but you guys were so nice that I kept on getting screenshots from my friends. And I'm excited to get into some good trouble with you guys.
Before you tell everybody about you, let me tell everybody why I decided to invite Blue to be a part of the conversation.
Talk about it.
You know, when me and Damage were here by ourselves for a few months, you know, we had developed our chemistry, and you know, Damage has done a really good job of representing young black men, young black fathers, and at a time where I think it's critical that we have that point of view in the show. You know, my reckless ass is gonna always spill the tea, but what was missing was a female, a grown ass woman who can come in with a perspective on the culture, on pop culture, be unapologetic. And when I met Blue during my book tour and she interviewed me for her show, Humanized, I really felt a connection. I did feel like, you know, she could get to the heart of a human being, to a person. And when we bring people on Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, unlike, you know, the other show, Gagging, we actually want to have real deep and in-depth conversations with people and get to the core of who they are. And I really felt, Blue, that you were the person that could help take the show to where I envisioned it, and to fill a void that, you know, Damage and I had developed without having a female here on the show. And so I appreciate you wanting to be a part of the show and being a part of the conversation.
That was so beautiful, Jason. I'm getting all the feelings. No, I immediately fell in love with you when you sat on my teal couch and we chit-chatted. That interview ended up being 45 minutes on camera, but we sat here for almost 4 hours talking. And I was like, yeah, I actually like him a lot. So the fact that I get to talk to you more often, I'm here for it. And Damage, of course.
Hey,
nice
I appreciate you.
Well, listen, we bonded over a Rihanna candle. Now, listen, we bonded over her having a fine ass African meet me downstairs and make me walk up hella flights of stairs. As you know, I was 72 pounds heavier at the time. I was tired as hell, sweaty, and you know, but I was still able to come through in the interview. But you know, the thing about it is, you know, one of the things, and one of the other things that really was important to me was when you gave your perspective on my point of view with the Evelyn and OG situation, the fact that you had a different perspective when it came to colorism, and just that's been an ongoing conversation here that I think our audience has been wanting us to have, and we will have at some point. But I do think like your perspective on Black issues, and being an Afro-Latina, being a woman who is sexually fluid, and being somebody who I think, you know, having come from writing at the Griot and really understanding the culture can really add a pair of optics around here, and a different set of lenses to, you know, the work that we do here. So I really appreciate you being here.
I love everything about this. I think people would be surprised what a love fest it's been. And yeah, I'm really getting excited about getting into some really uncomfortable conversations with the Black community about ourselves. It's time we have a conversation amongst ourselves.
So if you're listening on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeart, or anywhere else streaming online, that's great. But you should also watch the show because there's going to be all types of visuals that we're going to bring into the show, segmenting and stuff like that. And so before we get into the segments, I have to tell a story about this sweater that I'm wearing because I'm so proud of this sweater that I could literally cry. Unfortunately, my tear ducts don't work, and I'm not an emotional person, so you're not going to get that. But on April 6th, 2019, my
Okay.
friend Shar and his husband Mark Jacobs got married, and they invited me to their reception, their wedding reception. I think I've talked about it here on the show. That's where I wanted to punch Virgil in his mouth. That's where I met Naomi Campbell. That's where I had a really good time. But
Ooh.
this is not about Virgil and his bitch ass. This is more about Mark Jacobs and his husband Shar gifted all of us this sweater. And at the time, this was the biggest size sweater that they had, but I couldn't fit it because I was 72 pounds heavier. So I
Wow.
kept this sweater. Mark designed it. I kept this sweater in my closet, and the sweater says "Don't float away," and it has two otters. And so I didn't let the sweater float away. I kept it in my closet, and I pulled it out. And now I can fit the sweater, and so I'm happy, and I'm wearing it today because it's just another reminder that I'm on the right track to getting fit.
Talk about it, Jason. Congratulations, man. That's a great
You look
story.
amazing. I mean, you look like Drake and Chris Brown had a baby, but you look amation.
We can finally
what's
share
up.
clothes, Jason. So all those clothes you about to buy, send me a couple sweaters. That'd
Hey,
be good.
listen,
Sweater.
people are telling me, I don't know what you guys think about this, but people are telling me, do not throw my old clothes out. Go and get a tailor to remake them or to tailor them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or you can make like cool little scarves with the extra, you
No.
make a nice little head scarf. You can come on Hollywood Unlocked with the extra material. I can see that.
No,
Let
go
me
shopping. Go shopping. Throw it all out
but
and go shopping.
But go shopping for what? To lose weight to then have to go shop some more? I'm trying to save my money. I got big aspirations, and they ain't spending it all at the mall.
No,
You
I
say
do
big
think Jason.
aspirations?
No,
Aspirations?
I ain't got a big ass. However, let me do tell you. So I went last night to go meet a friend for drinks, and he was on a date with his girl, whatever. Well, he walked me to the elevator, and then he gave me a hug, and the hug was a little. I felt something. You know what I mean? Like I
What
felt.
do you mean you felt something?
It was like the type of hug that you don't want to stop. You know what I mean? And I'm like hugging him, and he's had wine. I've had a
Wow.
coffee and Bailey's. I'm hugging him. Well, it wasn't the hug. I turned around to leave, and he slapped me on my ass. Now listen,
Good game.
I ain't sensitive per se to somebody slapping me on the ass, but because he's so masculine and I know he's allegedly straight, him slapping me on my ass kind of made me feel, like I should curl up in the fetal position. I don't know. But either way, it was kind of hot, but kind of weird. You think he likes me?
No.
Oh,
Jason, I
are
thought you don't like
tenderoni?
hugs.
Huh?
I thought you don't like hugs, Jason. What's going on here?
I mean, I like hugs from men. I just don't, I don't feel comfortable when women put their arms around me. Blue, when we took the picture leading
Mhm.
into the show, you were cracking jokes about the fact that you were touching me. And fans were all in the comments saying, oh my God, she's touching him. Oh my God, he's letting her touch him. I really do have a phobia about people touching me.
But you said you liked his hug, though. So you don't have a
Mhm.
phobia.
Yeah, that hug was nice.
Jason, when
You
I
so
hugged
conf-
you were so soft. You smelled so good. You should let me hug you more often.
No, I shouldn't.
Oh God, it's my
Nope,
first day.
no,
I hugged Blue and it was
yeah.
amazing. Blue gives great hugs.
See,
Just
I
let you
give
know,
great
Jason.
hugs.
She's a great hugger.
Well, let me tell you, you just be the hugging machine that you are, but don't hug me over here. All right, so like I said, I've been wearing this sweater so I could feel, my little sexy, whatever. Over the past weekend, I went to Cardi B's birthday party in Vegas, which was lit, and it's all over the internet because people are, I've reported on what was happening. But what I want to say is that, I really love the fact that right now, whether it's Cardi, whether it's you, Blue, me, Damage, whether it's you out there who's going through, coronavirus or everything, people really are still glowing during COVID. I feel like
Yes.
there are some people that have just decided that it's the end of the world, Armageddon, and they're waiting for God to come down and take them back to heaven, or
Mm-hmm.
if they've been fucking around in West Hollywood, send them to hell.
Uh-oh.
Either way, I feel like there's a lot of us that are thriving, and there were a lot of beautiful Black people in the room who were thriving. What y'all feel about that?
I think it's amazing, Jason. I'm a little jealous I didn't go to Vegas, but that's my own fault. You did invite me, so I can't be mad at you. But I
I
think
was
people
about to
still have.
say,
Yeah, I mean, no, he did invite me, so I'm not mad. But we do have to still live our lives, and I know everything's not what we're used to, but we can still go out there and have a good time. I'm sure it was a lot of social distancing happening at this party. I looked at a couple Instagram stories. It looked like people were a little too close, but it was okay. It looked like everybody was healthy in there. But I do love the vibe of people still going out and having a good time.
And people were dragging me for not wearing my mask in every photo. Can I just be clear? Now, social distancing, I ain't gonna go there. It was social, but it wasn't no distance. But people have been dragging me on my Instagram for not wearing a mask. I have to tell y'all, people, I was not wearing a mask with that Louis Vuitton. Now I get it, like I get it, and maybe it was irresponsible. There were
What?
days that there were days where I was like, maybe I shouldn't take any more photos without a mask. But like some of you that are milking this and going online and going, when you know damn well you ain't got no breathing problem, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna live my life the way I'm living, and you're gonna see the good and the bad. And yeah, I didn't wear my mask the whole party.
Jason, so I just feel like if I had been invited, I would have brought you an extra mask that would have matched your outfit. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
put
had
that
a
out
mask
there.
that matched my outfit.
But
I had a mask that matched my outfit, but do you not see this skin? I wasn't about to
mhm.
cover
Oh
this
my
face up
God.
in
And that's the
all
one
those.
thing. That's the one thing, Jason, you and Trump have in common. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all
I,
both don't believe in the mask, and Trump has his suit. You were wearing your what happened?
are we doing that?
You
You
No,
got
gonna
just
put
compared
me
to
in?
Trump? Oh my
no. I
God.
was just saying, like it's certain similarities when it came to the mask. No, okay, no.
Is the
Okay,
hair real? Is the
let me
hair
be very
real?
clear. Let me be very clear. Number one, the hair is real. We've already established that this is not a wig. Okay, and everybody loves my hair right now, so you may want to be careful. The second thing is Trump didn't believe that COVID was real. I've always believed that it's real, and I still believe it's real. And I'll be honest with you. I be walking around after I'm not social distancing, and I be paying attention to my lungs. I be paying attention to my heart. I
That's
be paying
good.
attention to my breathing. If I have any type of mucus, my doctor's getting a phone call, and I'm gonna go get COVID tested again, probably tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Come
After
on,
my date
Jason.
tonight. Yeah,
All
after my
right.
date tonight, because if I go on my date tonight and he catches COVID and I got it, that's a sign that we belong together.
Oh,
Whoa.
I mean that's one way
Whoa.
to look at it.
If a guy gives you COVID and you survive it, that's a sign God put him in your life to
Hmm.
infect you and show you that he can bring you through.
But no, you're right because there is a thing
No,
about surviving together. You know what I mean? Like to survive something
no.
together, that's a whole new form of. That's another kind of connection that you can't recreate
Now,
that.
now the motherfucker that gave me chlamydia, that didn't apply because that's a different type of situation. I have to, you know what I mean? Like that has a
No,
stigma to
no.
it.
They got a long term burn to it too. That's like a
You
long
guys,
Yeah,
term.
no,
If you keep
no.
that too long.
pus in your penis is different than mucus in your lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like it's not
Okay,
pee, but it's like it's the
no.
same. Oh,
Flag on the play. Okay, I feel as the only woman on set. I now know why I'm here. You guys, no, no, no. This is my
Uh-uh.
first day. I cannot hear about pus
It's a lot of y'all
anywhere.
running around. It's a lot of y'all running around here with vaginal genitosis or whatever the fuck the term is too.
ooh,
And
Jason.
I,
Oh,
and I
that
can't
sounds
even say
itchy.
where I was, where I saw a lot of people who need vaginal rejuvenation this morning.
oh
Where
And
was
my.
you
you know,
at?
I
What?
can't even. I was threatened. I can't even say.
Take me next time so I can expect.
Oh
So
yeah, it was a
on
lot of.
you guys, on behalf of the World Health Organization, I just want to say that COVID is not a mating ritual. So you guys should not responsibly be passing COVID to each other as a way of showing your man on man love. Just want to do a
Wait,
PSA
But
real quick.
there needs to be a study done at how COVID has directly impacted the affection that the world needs today.
hmm,
Motherfuckers are not hugging each other. Motherfuckers are not
Jason.
holding hands. Motherfuckers are not kissing or touching each other. And I'm gonna tell you something. I got to a point where I said, God, I sat around for 8 months and tried. I did my CMOS. I took my vitamins. I drank my tea. I protected my immune system. I lost weight. I fucking went to the heart of COVID in Houston and got my stomach taken out so I could still be here. God damn it. I'm gonna go and kiss a motherfucker. And so at this point, I'm gambling. I'm rolling the dice. If you give me COVID and I make it through, motherfucker, you might get a ring. That's just what it is.
I do not condone this at all. First of all, are you saying that you didn't touch anybody or hug or kiss anybody for 8 months?
Come on, Jason.
Is that the
Well,
premise?
there may have
Well,
been a drive-by. There may have been a drive-by. There were
Oh
no.
my god.
There were actually two drive-bys. I've only had sex with. Well, numbers don't matter. I don't need to put my numbers out there. I haven't had sex with that many people this year. But never mind. Let's just get off the topic because I'm trying to change my behavior.
okay,
All
okay.
right.
You
Well,
want?
look, that was my weekend. COVID and chlamydia free. Damage. What did you do?
Well, I'm still celebrating my birthday. It's Libra season. Shout out to all the Libras out there. And
Woohoo!
I'm not gonna lie, I did do something different this year. I tried mushrooms for the first time. Yep,
Did you?
I
So
did.
you did drugs. So you did
That's
drugs.
it's not a drug. It's from
Excuse
the
me.
earth.
I just left breakfast where I had an omelet with mushrooms in it. Those aren't the type of mushrooms that you consume.
They both came from the earth, didn't they?
They both came from the earth, but then they put
and we
yours.
can eat them both.
Yeah, I mean, you can eat ass too, but that's not
That ain't
something
got nothing
everybody
to do with
does.
mushrooms. That
Oh
ain't
my
something that grew out the
God.
ground, Jason. How did we get to eating ass?
Okay,
What are you
'cause
talking
I'm always thinking about eating ass. What are you talking about? Look, I have no problem tossing a salad, whether it's at Chop Shop or in my bedroom.
Let's get back to the mushrooms, Jason.
My point is that the
Oh my God.
mushrooms that you ate, damage,
Mhm.
they morphed those into something that brought hallucinations or something, right?
No, it was dope, man. I think it was a spiritual thing. I felt like it opened me up. It felt like a mix of a few other drugs I probably shouldn't have did, but I experimented with. It was a good time. I suggest them for you, Jason. I think you need that.
So you're the fourth person in the last 2 weeks that suggested that I do mushrooms. So who did you do them with, and what was the experience?
Oh, so they always say when you do mushrooms, do it with people you're comfortable with. That's a
Yep.
vibe. So I did that. It was all my friends. We went to Catalina Island, popped some mushrooms. Well, you chew them, and it
Don't
was
say
dope.
pop mushrooms, because now you're talking about pills. You just told me that you
Wait.
popped the
I
pills.
don't do pills.
When you
It's
said pop,
mushrooms.
when you
Well,
said pop,
you like eat some chips. Sometimes you might. No, you don't pop a chip. Okay, I get where you're going. I'm gonna let that term
Jason,
go.
you need mushrooms. Jason, I can honestly say a bunch of my friends and I went to Joshua Tree over the summer. I did mushrooms for the first time responsibly. It was a beautiful vibe until one of the trees started talking to me and got real confrontational. But aside from that, it was a wonderful weekend.
why do I want to do a drug where a tree starts talking to me? Why?
No, it was
not a drug.
confrontational. It was a very confrontational tree. It was a very confrontational tree. But aside from that, it was a great trip. I kissed the sun. It was beautiful.
Wait. What did the tree say to you? Like, how did you start arguing with the tree?
The tree looked at her and said, "Bitch, you need to back up."
No. Well, no, it was a nice house that was completely lined in glass. And so the whole house was covered in glass. We paid a lot of money for it on Airbnb. And so I was in my bed and the tree just started waving at me and like making eye contact, and it freaked me out. So I ran into the living room and called my friends, and they were like, yeah, there's definitely a confrontational tree staring at you. We all saw it. So it wasn't just me. We all saw that confrontation.
Did you pull out your tarot cards and start giving the tree a reading?
Let me tell you something about my tarot cards. I am booked every Sunday for my tarot readings.
So for people that don't know, Blue's a witch.
So,
right?
Jason,
aren't you a witch?
You're
a witch.
Is that what you call it?
Witch. I mean, if you sit in your basement with a dim light and a little candle and these fucking cards reading people's future, that's kind of.
I'm bougie. I don't do basements. Okay, I'm in a cute apartment outside of downtown LA, and I sit on my teal couch.
Okay, so you're a cute witch.
I'm a cute. We call them blitches, black witches. I'm a blitch. So yeah.
Well, it's better than being a bitch.
But if you're a witch, is that not like a pathway to hell? Because like at some point, witches and God ain't lining. Witches and God ain't. God had a whole Last Supper. Did you see a witch sitting at the table breaking bread? No.
I ain't see no black people there either, Jason.
Exactly, Jason.
Jesus was black. Hello.
Not in that picture.
Let me tell you, I was named after Jesus. I was named after Jesus. My middle name is Emmanuel. My mother literally named me after Jesus.
They did not name you after Jesus and hand you tarot cards. I'm sorry. What you won't do is blaspheme me here.
No,
you're not gonna blaspheme me here.
Jason, you're a witch. We've discussed this. A witch is nothing but a master manifester. We're all like you and Damage are witches. I've spent enough time with both of you. You're master manifestors.
But I'm not in the kitchen over a pot. I'm not in the kitchen over a pot stirring up serum and shit with cards, just like telling people how they gonna die. So that's different. I pray and God gives me. Pray God, make this date tonight at 9 o'clock go good.
Praying and manifesting are the same thing. Ask Damage. I did a reading for Damage. Damage, tell them how amazing your reading was. It was an amazing reading.
It was amazing reading, Jason. You were in it. You were in my reading.
And it was good. You popped up as a good thing. It was good news, Jason.
Good news, Jason.
Hold on, because I need to understand, Damage. How am I in your life through a card?
Boy, we
What
work
happened?
on this show every day. What do you mean, how are you in my life?
Wow.
No, I know how I'm in your life. I know
Look
how
at
I'm
that.
in
You
your
see how
life.
Jason switched up?
No, I know I'm in your life. I'm saying, did you flip a card over and see me moving in? Did you see
Oh,
what's
Jason,
the
you know
card
damn
say?
well you're not moving into this apartment
Oh.
that I got.
Oh, let me tell you something. If I met a guy who was hot as hell and when wanted me, and he even lived in a studio apartment in Miami, I would go take up a third residence. But I mean, you know,
All I'm gonna say is, Jason, it looked like whatever we doing right here as a clique is working. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah.
It ain't for the
good
masses
news.
to know.
Man. So Jason's a
Blue.
witch.
So Blue, at what age did you decide witchcraft was your thing?
So I never decided witchcraft was my thing, Jason.
Please clear that
Jason
up.
loves calling me a
She's
witch.
not a witchcrafter.
I'm not the over a cauldron, although I'm not judging those who are. When I was 16, my friends confronted me for my birthday and said, "You know too much. We think you might be a little psychic." And they gave me a bunch of books on magic and they gave me a tarot deck. And I started pulling cards.
They didn't give you Miss Cleo's number?
No, Miss Cleo
Oh,
is a fraud. Yeah, no, Miss Cleo's a fraud. I actually had a real gift. Like I used to literally walk up to adults and make predictions and they would come back and tell my mother that they had come true. So my mom started getting readings for me. She was my first client. I was 7 years old and I had a dream about my grandma. And I said, Grandma had a message and my mother dropped the coffee cup because the message was something that I should not have known. So by the time I was 16, people were like, she's weird. We need to get her some tarot cards so she can figure this out. I started doing readings. I've been doing readings for about 20 years now. And when we did a reading about the three of us and our energy, the sun came out. And whenever you get a sun card, it means that the universe is smiling on your union. So the universe is smiling on us, Jason.
Do not read me. Do not touch me with a card. I don't believe in it. I believe in God, and God don't have the Bible don't say go pull out the cards. The Bible said pull out the Bible. Now I don't pull out the Bible either because
you don't pull out the Bible either. What are you talking about? Witches are black. Jason, what are you talking about?
No, because the Bible always
cards at Jason.
No, the Bible always confuses me with thou, they, thee, they. I'm like, who's we? Who? I don't even know who we talk about. By the third bullet point, I'd be like, okay, just give me the cliff note.
My tarot cards are not confusing, so I say that instead of like trying to struggle through the Bible, just come up to my house and I'll do a reading for you.
No,
yes.
Do your cards have a death? Do your cards have a death card in it too?
Damage and I pulled up that card a couple of times, but death does not mean death. It just means the end of a chapter of your life and a new transformation. So it's symbolic death. It's a beautiful death.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, well, Blue, so Blue, you did readings this weekend, I'm assuming.
Yes, I did. Every Sunday I do readings. You guys can book a reading with me if you want.
Have you ever been able to tell a woman that she's going to become a baby mama?
Yes.
Really? Like your man is going to leave you?
I actually, not to put out my own business, I've gotten a couple of cards that I was about to get left, so that's always awkward. That might have happened.
Did you get left after that?
Yeah. I got a card recently that said that I was investing unwisely in someone and had some side chick energy that was about to come into my life. And so I have recently decided to sidestep that. And the person who I'm talking about is probably watching. So yeah, this is how you're finding out. This is how you're finding out. So I'm not giving out names because I live in LA and the people that I run with are known. And so I'm just going to say the person knows who they are. And leave it at that.
Well, let me tell you something. When you read your own card and it says you about to get dumped, do you walk in the room like, bitch, where you going?
No. No. So here's the thing that's so funny.
If I could read the future and I knew you was about to leave, I would just walk in the room and be like, don't take none of the shit I bought you. They'd be like, huh? I'd be like, bitch, you already know what you planning. Just don't touch shit.
No. You know what's so funny, guys, is that like even though I was born as a witch, like I didn't choose witchcraft. It's just an anointing that I was born with.
Wait, did you just claim that you were a witch? You claimed you just said you're a witch.
Slow down. She said witch means master manifester.
Master manifester.
Witch in the Wizard of Oz was the bitch they dropped the house on.
Do you use Wizard of Oz as a source?
Wasn't there a good witch in the Wizard of Oz?
I'm a good witch.
And didn't the house kill her? Because the bad witch got poured water on and she melted. Either way, the witches did not survive.
Jason, every example you've given is white people. So this is the thing I like to tell folks. Traditional African religions were all about magic. So I'm very pro-black. Okay. So I believe in the pro-black religions that came before the missionaries gave us Christianity. So this is me embracing my roots.
So you and Azalea Banks are pretty much the same because she played with chicken
bones
and she's a witch.
No.
I ain't say.
Jason,
So
this is
you
our
and your
first show.
so at Thanksgiving when we're cooking turkey, you on the side with the bones, playing
Some of
around.
my relatives are. Some of my relatives actually. Look, I am Haitian and Cuban. Haiti and Cuba have a very rich history in magic and conjure. But the funny thing is, 10 years ago, I actually got confirmed as a Buddhist because I didn't know I was a witch. So I guess I'm a witchy Buddhist. That always confuses people.
I'm gonna need you to unconfuse the audience. How are you a sexually fluid Buddhist witch?
That's exactly what I'm a
You've been
cluster
playing. You've been
fuck.
playing. You've been playing with too many bones. I'm telling you,
It's
your bones
black
is
girl
mixed up.
magic.
It's black
As you
girl
can see, black women can
magic.
do it all.
Okay, because now speaking of witches, the only witches that I really grew up knowing was Bewitched, which I
No.
liked it. I used to walk around and kind of twinkle my nose because I wanted, what I mean, to get out of foster care.
Or
That shit
sneeze.
didn't work. That shit, what is
Oh.
that shit didn't work. And then there was the witch from Eve's Bayou, Diane Carroll, when her evil ass was running around with white paint on her face and shit, scaring the shit out of poor Megan Good. Wait, was it Megan Good? Yeah, Megan Good and the other girl, Justice Smollett, the motherfucker who lied about the Africans time up sister. But either way, it
Oh
was too
my God.
much.
I think there's a lot of
All
witches
right.
that are going to be watching this episode who are going to feel represented. And on behalf of them, I just
Yeah,
want you
yeah.
guys to know that we are good witches. There are good witches out there. We're not all out to do evil. However, witches do not believe in karma. Karma is more an Asian thing. We believe in cause and effect, which means if you cause me pain, I will effectively show you why that's a bad idea.
Oh, wow.
Well, I believe in karma, and there's a lot of people that were in my life who are reaping it now, and I'm happy for you. Okay, listen. So Blue. Let me just recap. I was partying with Cardi.
Yes.
Damage. What were you doing again? Because I forgot. The
Yeah.
witchcraft.
Hey, man, I was celebrating my birthday, man. I tried some mushrooms for the first time.
Oh yeah, and I got a call that Damage was fighting in the restroom at a part. Not
You never
fighting,
heard
but
that.
you're
You never
really
heard
aggressively asserting your views on relationships. I don't know in the bathroom, but I
I
think
was
we kind
giving
of touched
real
on that already.
grown man talk to a homeboy about something he was
Well,
doing wrong in a
I've
relationship.
given grown man talk to a homie in the bathroom too. It was
It
a little
wasn't in the
different, probably.
bathroom, Jason. It
It was probably
wasn't
a
in
little
the
different.
bathroom.
Probably a little different.
Stop
And then
saying I
Blue
was
was
in the
being.
bathroom.
I just want everybody, people in the comments, they hear me and they be like, I mean, people will watch the show, they be like, okay, Jason's trying it, he's trying it. I just tried it. And then Blue was being a witch. All right,
No,
look,
no,
so
no, no. I was being a witch and also like being a good part of society as well. Say that part. Yeah, I was being a good part of
you were
society.
playing with cards, and I'm telling you, I'm just gonna tell you as a person that follows Jesus Christ, be careful with them cards now, because he be dealing cards too. You out there trying to rearrange his plans for people. Because somebody could take a reading from you and then decide to start doing things different,
Oh, they always
right?
do. People come to me for advice. The cards take a temperature and then they use that advice to like move forward more intelligently. So yeah.
Interesting.
All right, y'all, it's time for another Hollywood hookup. And I think I can speak for the team where we say sometimes we can't get to sleep at night, right?
Especially when you're by yourself with COVID-19.
Those body
Exactly.
pillows
So,
get really, really sad. Yeah.
but they are really comfy. But I got
Yeah.
something that all of us can play together. It's called Best Fiends. It's a puzzle game. Not only is it fun to play with your friends, but it's also good for your mind. It's actually a free download, and it literally has over millions of 5-star reviews on the Apple App Store and on Google Play. So, Blue, I'm trying to put you on this app. Me and Jason already been playing this joint.
Yeah, Damage is my best fiend, and if you're gonna be here on the show, you need to be our best fiend too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm down. I'm down. Why not?
Yep. So how it works is best friends can have a cast of fiends who help solve each level and defeat slugs. Slugs is just something that happens in the game. It's like one of the characters, but we can actually work together to overcome puzzles. It builds team chemistry. And I think, having you new on the team, Blue, this will be a perfect game for all of us to play, especially because we up late at night anyway.
Oh, you guys are trying to bond with me late at night? That's so sweet.
Listen, that the best fiend way.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, Blue. Once you download Best Fiends, it's gonna be hard to put down. You're just gonna want to level up more and more and more. The fun never ends. I'm talking about. I'm not exaggerating. Jason knows this. There's over 5,000 levels and counting.
Well, I love things that are hard to put down. So let's go.
All right, so I'm just telling y'all, if you get obsessed with this game, it ain't my fault. Blame Jason, because me and him be playing all the time. So what I want y'all to do is download Best Fiends free today at the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends. And guess what? That was your Hollywood hookup.
I might even give you my best fiend's name.
Hello.
So with the show, if you're listening or watching, I have to tell you, we're going to start segmenting stuff out and bringing you visuals. So if you're listening to it, great, because I know you're at work saying, fuck my boss, thug life, you hate your job, or you hate the person you work with or work for, so you're listening to us there, and we appreciate that. But if you're watching the show, you're also going to start seeing visuals, and you'll hear them on both streams, but you'll see them on the show. So hopefully you're watching on YouTube. You should be subscribed anyway. But we have different segments, and so I'm going to show you my segment first, and that is The Bite. So The Bite is where we talk about hot topics and what's going on. There's so much happening nowadays that I promise you, we could just pick anything. Kanye West is happy that he was nominated. He received the most nominations for the Billboard Awards, and he actually won yesterday. So he gave his speech online. Did any of y'all care to hear it?
Kanye West's speech?
Yeah.
I wanted to just thank God for my 9 Billboard nominations. It's the most of the night, the 4 wins. Thank the Billboard Awards. Thank all my fans. Thank all of my Christians that's been praying for me, praying for the day where I would serve the kingdom. You know, God just keeps showing up. The incredible increase and the favor. And yes. And he's like,
So I don't even know if Kanye is still running for the presidency. I saw on one of the ballots he was the vice president to somebody that we didn't know. I don't know what's happening at the birthday party. Blue, are you casting your vote for Kanye Lorenthal West?
Never in life will I cast a vote for Kanye West. I don't even wear Yeezys.
Why? Why not? It's for the culture.
Is it for the culture though? Is it really for the culture?
I mean, the inauguration will be lit.
No, the inauguration would be confusing and everybody would have holes in their clothes. I'm not for that. No. And also too, there was a recent report that showed that a lot of people working for Trump were actually helping Kanye get in the ballot in several states. And so any place that I smell Trump, I smell shit. So I'm good. No, thank you.
But what about, okay, so people show up to the inauguration wearing holes. Isn't that a bridge between homelessness and people who are fly? Like we have to stop hole shaming. You know what I mean? We have to stop hole shaming. Just because you have a hole in your shirt doesn't make you less of a human being.
Hole shaming? Is that a thing? That sounds like a Pornhub category.
Listen,
like what?
Listen, if train shaming can be a thing, hole shaming can be a thing.
Do we shame trains?
Oh, I got train shamed. It turned into a whole gagging show. But listen, there are, speaking of holes, in West Hollywood, there is a club called Manhole, and I used to go to that on Tuesday nights. Listen, it's called Manhole, and it's at a place called Motherlode. And when you show up, every TV in there is people getting fucked anally raw.
You know what, Jason? That it's some things you can honestly you can hold in your heart and keep forever. You know, you can tell your darkest secrets to your friends. Don't put it on this show.
No, I was trying to hold it in the hole. But look, when you go, the thing about that porn, you're not supposed to have raw sex in real life unless you're on prep. But at least being able to watch it, like it creates a certain energy. Like imagine you're in the club sipping mojitos with your homies and you're like, hey, what you doing afterwards? And then you look up and everybody's fucking each other in the ass. You kind of already know what you need to be doing after, right? So it cuts through hella yellow tape.
Opposite.
Oh, hold on. Actually, this is going to be shocking, but for once, I kind of agree with Jason. I did not expect this.
So tell me about the butt fucking.
No, it's not the butt fucking. It's just that every other summer, I take a group of people or whoever I'm seeing at the time. We go to Amsterdam because I love Amsterdam. And so I've been in the red light district a couple of times where I've gone to live sex shows and it's helped the evening. So I do agree with you that like there are times where seeing that and being a voyeur can actually create a sexy vibe afterwards. This might be the last time I agree with you, Jason.
And if you're ever in London, you can go to XL. I took my friend Rob there, turned it into a live sex show too. I mean, in the back, I went in the black room. I was like, oh my God, everybody's just sucking and fucking everywhere. And I left by myself. But, hey,
I just love how
lives matters too.
I just love how we got here after you talked about how you've been holding the Bible.
Jesus, where's Jesus in the manhole? Like what's happening, Jason?
That sounds like a bad
wait,
movie.
hold on. Now there is Jesus porn online. Now you can go to Pornhub.com and look at Jesus porn. I ain't involved in it. I'm not involved because I'm trying to go to heaven. And when I get to the gate, he not gonna ask me was I on Pornhub watching Jesus sex. But there's a manger. There's a manger on Pornhub.
I want to know if Damage has, because me and Jason just shared something. And Damage, you're not going to get away so easily. I want to know, have you ever gone to a live sex show like Jason and I? Is this going to be a
Nah,
trifecta?
but you when you said that, I was like, I've never been to Amsterdam. I'm down for like a live sex show. I don't want to go to the one Jason went to. What's that one you went to in London? What was that one?
It's called Excel.
Yeah, so let me not go there. But I heard there's some other ones that might be more from my liking. I'm not going to go to Club XL.
Listen, Club XL is a place where a man can be a man.
That's right.
Oh
I want to
God.
go where women can be women too.
Now the crazy part is they told my friend Sarah she couldn't get in because she's a woman. I'm like, well, she's a trans. They're like, she can't get in even if she's trans.
Damn.
They don't even let women in, or transsexuals, or gay men who are feminine. So I told Rob, man up, nigga. Like, get some bass in your voice. You know what I mean? Shake that little Old Navy, worker type feel shit off. Because Old Navy workers, they all look gay. You know what I mean? Like, mask, get in a fight outside or something, slap somebody,
So Blue, is there a place where I could go where you don't have to be a man's man to go into?
Yeah,
where women are also invited?
I'm thinking, I am manifesting. I'm actively manifesting right now on TV.
We can all go to San Francisco right now and we can go to the Power Exchange as a group. It's straight, gay, it's everything in there. And it's only 45 minutes away. We could go for research. Just don't get caught up in the teepee like I did. And then you'll be fine.
I say we go to Amsterdam. Think bigger, Jason. Think bigger. Let's do like a live taping in Amsterdam. We could go to the red light district.
Coronavirus has shut down the borders.
True.
I feel like you know enough people where you could sneak us into Amsterdam.
I don't know nobody sucking dick in Amsterdam. I can't get a pass to that. I mean,
oh my God.
I could go to Catalina Island. I can go to Catalina Island. Shit.
Let me tell you something.
Anyway.
I'm not going into a teepee at a place called the Power Exchange.
Oh, my nigga, if you go in that teepee where I did, you gonna be there going like this.
Oh my God.
Sorry for the visual. All right, but listen, so that's the bite. We'll be talking about topics sort of like, whether, and they're going to be wild like that. They're going to be ranging. But then Blue also has her segment.
All right, so we're going to be doing a new segment called Black and Blue, where I help you guys unpack pop culture and politics and the way that it affects us in the Black community directly. And the first thing that I want to talk about is this thirst trapping for the vote movement that's happening. I'm not sure what memo went out in Black Hollywood, but I've noticed that people like Sterling K. Brown, Lizzo, Kylie Jenner. Does she count as the culture though? Like, I'm a little concerned. Did she become light skinned and nobody told me?
She's pop culture.
Anyway.
I mean, white people got to vote too.
But do you have to twerk to get people out to vote? This is the thing that I'm trying to understand, right? I like Michael B. Jordan, right? I like his face. I might kiss him on the cheek if I saw him in person. However, I'm not sure what looking at his man teats is going to do to invoke the desire to be civically engaged in votes. So my question to you guys is, do you think thirst trapping for the vote is really going to work? Is seeing Lizzo twerking dressed as Uncle Sam going to get you to hit the ballot? Jason, Damage, what do you guys think?
If Michael B. Jordan told me I could suck his man teats, I would. If I had to vote, I would vote. For sure.
God.
Now, if he's twerking, don't let Chadwick Boseman's death make you forget you still a part of Black Panther. Don't be twerking now, but the teats, I'd suck them and vote.
Wow.
I'm about to say, Jason, we talking about voting.
We're talking about voting.
Once you said Michael Jordan's man teats, I didn't even hear shit about voting. So to be honest with you, I forgot what we were talking about.
This is wild. This is just wild.
How about you, Damage?
I'm for it. You know why? I remember going to school and I hated geometry, but it was a fine ass girl in that class, so I went every damn day. So I feel like it's the same rules apply when it comes to voting. If I like, some ass and it started jiggling, and then there's a link I can click, and it's like, oh, sign up. Shoot, you got me there. Look, you brought me here anyway. I'm ready. I'm ready to sign up for this class. So I'm for it. I ain't gonna lie. I think it needs to be new ways to encourage people to vote, and I ain't mad at a little booty shaking to get us inspired.
Well, speaking of booty shaking, I like a booty shake, and I like Lizzo a lot. Let me preface what I'm about to say with
no fat shaming, Jason. No fat shaming allowed.
Wait. They fat shame
just because you're skinny now. No fat shaming, Jason.
No, I'm sorry. Public service announcement. Y'all fat shame me into surgery, and now I'm fat shaming. See the difference is, and I'm not fat shaming thick, beautiful women like you, Blue. You're
Yes.
thick, curvaceous. You know what I
I'm
mean? You got it all
juicy.
popping.
Yes.
You're
Scrumptious.
juicy. I'm talking about all you fat, sloppy motherfuckers who called me fat. Fuck all of you, and you can suck on my dick, and that is what it is. But let me say this, okay? I'm prefacing what I'm gonna say with, I love Lizzo.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fan of you, Lizzo. And
Uh-huh.
I definitely want to interview you at some point. So please don't do what that other girl did and be mad at what I'm about to say. When Lizzo was twerking for the vote, and she started twerking. First, she was twerking looking like this, right? Then she started to turn, and then her ass started to turn. But when she turned all the way around, as she was turning, I was like, please don't bend over and have dark marks in between your ass. Because some people don't be bleaching, and it be looking like a goddamn runway in Burbank's airport, like a motherfucking plane just going to
Oh.
land and skid all the way up into the asshole. And I'm happy to say I didn't see that on Lizzo.
Hey, okay, this ended well.
No, because I do believe, like I haven't bleached my asshole because there's nothing going on back there. But, for some of you bottoms who are out there who just come over late night, you want to fuck with the
Bottoms.
lights on, you got to start bleaching your shit. I need one. I like all your skin to be one color. I
But
don't want
Jason,
no, hold on. My elbows start getting dark. I don't know what that's about. Guess what? I got motherfucking vitamin E coconut oil and I'm rubbing my elbows. These elbows ain't gonna be one color. This one color up here's a look. My mama was white. I don't get enough sun. Look how this look. Matter of fact, I gotta go tan. This is a
are you
mess.
showing us your chest?
Like, what's happening? Skinny Jason is
Oh.
a thirst trap. What is going? First of all, who
Jason
said
giving
that?
chest?
Who said Lizzo was a bottom? How do we know she's not a top? You don't know
That's
her
what I
life.
was saying. Women can be bottoms and tops. Jason, what was this advice you was giving?
Lizzo's getting plowed like a cornfield. Trust me, she's a
I
bottom.
hope
I
so.
know.
I'm happy
I
for
don't
her if she
see
is.
I don't see
I can see
Lizzo
that.
putting on a strap up like, hey, Chris Brown, come over, let me fuck you. You know what I mean? Like
Wait,
she's
Jason, you
definitely
know,
getting.
in
Whoa, whoa,
sex,
whoa,
a
whoa,
woman can
whoa.
get on top and not strap on anything. She could just jump
Well,
on something.
I don't like when people get on top because I always have this weird feeling that someone's gonna break my dick. Then I gotta go to Kaiser where I used to work at the union. I gotta be like, yo, I got broke dick. You know what I mean? Like, how do you even fix that? So don't get on top for me.
It's a very
Wow.
so Jason. Let me help you out here. It's a very typical move when a woman gets on top. There's
Mhm.
this juicy, moist thing
see-
that's called the vagina that gets on top of you, and it's a nice, easy glide. So nothing's breaking or bending. It's great. So I just want to give you some insight.
and I get
That
a
was
really nice
wonderful
glide.
damage. That was wonderful.
Thank
I
you.
like
I
that.
get a really
Mhm.
nice glide from getting Astroglide and putting that on my dick and
Oh my
sliding it in
God.
a man too
Okay,
Oh
from
Jason.
my
the
God.
back.
Jason.
I'm
Okay.
just
Wow.
saying as we're describing sexuality, this is more educational than anything, right?
Okay.
Like you not hopping up and down on me like a ride at Great America. The fuck? No, we ain't doing that. All theme parks have been closed by the governor in the state of California. You will not jump up and down on my penis.
Please
I'm
help me,
sorry.
Blue. Help me. Help
He
me.
might have a sensitive penis. Maybe his dick is just very fragile.
No, I ain't got no. And let's be clear. Hold on. My dick is not fragile. My dick is judgmental. My dick is judgmental because somebody showed
Right.
up on a date last night with bad skin. I'm
Oh
like, now you
my
know you wasn't coming to
God.
get this. But
Oh
I
my
will say
God.
this. I will say this. My friend goes back and forth to China. This motherfucker gave me some pills. I got a red pill, a blue pill, and a black pill. It just the blue pill
I
is
call
if
that
you
the
just want to
Matrix.
Yeah, that is the
right.
Matrix.
The blue pill is if you just want to fuck around for a few hours. The
Uh-huh.
red pill is if you want to fuck around for 4 to 6 hours. The black pill is if you're going straight orgy and you want to fuck all night, multiple times back to back without losing any stimulation.
Yeah,
I haven't
that
tried any
sounds
yet
like
because
that.
I'm
Wow.
terrified. I haven't
Wow.
tried them yet because I'm
Jason,
terrified.
I don't think your penis is supposed to be hard for more than 4 hours. I think you can lose
Yeah,
something
that's
in your brain and you pass out. So I don't know about that
No,
black pill.
I've had sex for 4 hours straight one time, and it was with my friend Jermaine's ex-boyfriend. But here's the deal: it was one time for 4 hours, and when I tell you, I thought we were gonna have to go to the emergency room because I tore the lining out that motherfucker, and we never fucked again. But to this day, he still tells people at the Abbey he fucked the shit out of me.
Wait, does
Not
Jermaine
literally
know?
either.
Does Jermaine know you fucked his ex-boyfriend, or is he finding out on the show?
Yeah, but I met him first, so in our community, it doesn't like it's a matter of when you meet. You know what I mean?
Okay,
This
so
is
I'm just gonna say this: be careful with the drugs, because I have a friend who dated a celebrity who did a lot of drugs, and I nicknamed him Dead Dick because his penis no longer works. So Just be careful
Well,
that you don't become
my
dead
friend
dick.
owns Gentera Medical Center, and they actually have a dick rejuvenation program. They also
Oh
have a
my
Really?
God.
vaginal. They also have a vaginal thing too for those of you that have babies and then leave a hole in your uterus or somewhere wherever you pee. I don't even know I don't know your stuff, but it will fix the hole and it will fix your penis. So don't even worry about it. They take your blood out your penis. They put it in a thing, spin it around, do whatever they do with it, and they put it back into your penis, and then it takes care of your erection. What is it called?
Erectile dysfunction?
Erectile dysfunction. Yes. It's all that. Yeah.
I tasted that segment. Ooh, that was a lot, guys. That was not
What you
good.
taste?
Nothing I want to describe. Nothing I want to describe.
Okay, well, that right there is black and blue. Black
Wait
pill,
a
blue
minute, that
pill.
was my segment.
That was blue
I
segment.
mean, your
That was my
segment
first
kind of
segment.
your black and blue segment.
Oh my God.
Here's how we put a cap on it. Make sure you're registered to vote because voting is coming up in November. Vote.org to make sure you get voted. And if you're gonna twerk, make sure you bleach your asshole.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't always support the message, but I'm not mad at it.
That's fine. Yes,
Well,
twerk for the vote.
Well, listen, if we ever have to fix shit, this is where Damage comes into play because Damage has this segment. Now, this segment has been widely popular on our national show with iHeart. You know, we're in 54, going to 55 markets, number one across the country. We kind of, everybody listens to us.
No, you're right, Jason. It's called damage control. Okay, so damage control is very simple. There's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of news stories going out by celebrities, and we never get to hear from the source. During damage control, you get to hear right from the source where the actual celebrity can talk about these rumors that were said about them and clear everything up, and then we can offer some advice if we want to.
Or an opinion if it's bullshit.
Truth. And a lot of times, let's be honest, Jason, you know, you cover a lot of stories. A lot of times it be some bullshit. So let's see if we think this one is bullshit. This one is about the OG man, my boy Ice Cube, who was recently said to be endorsing Donald Trump with the Platinum Plan. Now, if everybody's trying to figure out what the Platinum Plan is, I'm going to break it down real simple. The Platinum Plan is aimed to shovel capital, jobs, and opportunities to Black communities. And according to this Platinum Plan, endorsed by Trump, it's supposed to be unlocking $500 billion in capital to create new jobs for Black people. Now, there was somebody in the Trump administration that said Ice Cube is actually helping with this Platinum Plan. So everybody was in an uproar on Twitter, on social media about Ice Cube possibly working with Donald Trump. Now, before I talk about what he said, how do y'all feel about even a possibility of Ice Cube working with Donald Trump?
Hell no.
I mean, look, this is the thing, right? If you get a president elected for 4 years and the president's polarizing to the Black community or polarizing to the optics of what it would look like with you working with somebody like a Trump, do you wait for 4 years to advocate and fight for what the Black community needs? Do we just sit by and suffer for 4 years? Or do we disregard the optics and try to come to the table and work on what we can work on, you know? And so it's one of those things where I totally get why people are mad because Ice Cube is so important to the culture. But at the end of the day, are we supposed to just sit by and wait for 4 years while all the opportunities go to white people and we don't fight for what we want? I don't know.
I'm calling bullshit, okay? Dogs bark, cats meow. We're acting like Donald Trump is going to be something other than a white supremacist. I am not here for it. No. No. I'm not here for it.
But he's going to be a white supremacist. But Black people been running around for years talking about I need my 40 acres and a mule. You ain't getting no mule, and you ain't even got a studio apartment. So why are you talking about you want 40 acres and a mule? Here's Donald Trump coming like Santa Claus and giving us $500 billion.
A white supremacist is not going to give 40 acres and a mule to the Black community. And you know what's so crazy is I recently read a story about a new book that came out that said that back in 1961, Malcolm X and the KKK were working together to try to do a separate state where Black people could be in one place and then white Americans could have the rest of the country. And it got thwarted, right? Because they had to learn the hard way that even when you're part of two groups that are trying to work together, a white supremacist is always going to bite you in the ass and be a white supremacist. So this has happened before historically where Black people have tried to work with the other side and it never works, guys. Read the books. It never, ever works. I am not here for it.
Speaking of two groups, let's talk about the Democrats and Republicans because we have to hear from the actual source, which is Ice Cube. He went to Twitter and said this. I haven't endorsed anybody. Facts, I put CWA, which I believe is the Platinum Plan. Both parties contacted me. The Dems said we'll address the CWBA after the election. Trump campaign made some adjustments to their plan after talking to us about the CWBA. So it doesn't look like Ice Cube is picking a side. He just have an agenda that he believes will help black people, and he's looking for the person that's going to bite and make it happen.
Yeah, and Blue, so why are you
No.
hating on Ice Cube and being a barrier to progress? Trump and Cube trying to hook us up.
I am never going to condone being in cahoots with white supremacists and thinking that they actually have our best interest in mind. You guys got me messed up. I almost swore just
we all know that we all believe that Trump is not good for black people and that
Not at all.
that he supports racists. We know that his track record speaks for itself.
Yep.
But what I'm asking for and getting to the heart of is, do we then, as a black community, not go and find a seat at any table where we can make some progress?
Yeah. I agree with you, Jason.
It has to be a real table, though. I think the whole premise is fraudulent. I just don't believe the premise. If that was the premise and it was real, I would sign up for it, because when Kim Kardashian was out here freeing black people, I was like, you know what? She might be a culture vulture, but if it frees a couple of Negroes, let's go for it. But this, I can smell this from a mile away. I don't believe it. I do not.
So do you not believe in the plan, or do you not believe the sincerity of Ice Cube? Is that what you don't believe?
So I just feel like this plan is a Trojan horse. I do not believe it's exactly what they're saying. I think the Republican Party is really dastardly. That's the word that comes to mind. I have a friend who always says the devil works hard, the GOP works even harder. I don't believe the premise. I'm calling bullshit. Anything that they're doing right now with this plan, I promise you there's going to be some fine print that's going to screw us over. I'm not with it.
So let me ask you a question. If Gloria Estefan called Donald Trump and said, I want to meet with you about freeing kids in the cages in California at the border,
right?
Would she be wrong to go to the table to sit down with him to work on a solution to getting the kids freed from cages?
No, absolutely not. There's shades to this, right? When it's something that has a direct outcome, like I need this one thing done, can you help me get this thing done? Then I guess I believe in going across party lines. But when it's an actual plan with pages and pages and pages of fine print, that's exactly how they always get us, and that's when I get suspicious. So no, it's different for me.
I can only go off of Ice Cube's track record and what he's done as an individual. From what I know, it looks like he's always been thinking about the masses when it comes to black people, even with his films, who he's trying to employ. I agree with you. What's going to be in this plan, we don't know. I just think the headline of Ice Cube and Trump looks bad, but when you really look into what he's trying to do, it seems to me it's coming from a pure place. I don't think Ice Cube is sitting here trying to get over and rock out with Trump. And as he just said, he's not endorsing any of the candidates. What he's endorsing is a plan to help black people. So I'm always going to be for that.
Damage, quick question. Why are they helping? Why? What do they get?
I mean,
what do they get from it?
Because he wants to get elected. But guess what? I don't give a shit why he's helping. Cube. Matter of fact, I'm going to say this to Darrell, Cube's son, because he's my friend and he watches the show. Hey. Darrell Jackson, if your daddy get $500 billion, shoot me a M. Please.
All of us.
All of us.
2, 3.
Listen, we love Ice Cube here at Hollywood Unlocked, and we know he's done a lot for the culture, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. You're welcome to come here on the show and talk about it or whatever.
Please.
Well, listen, this was our first show. I'm so excited. The energy is going to keep growing. The excitement is going to keep growing. The recklessness is going to keep growing. I don't even remember everything I said, so if you're in the comments right now telling me to go kill myself, I'm not going to do it. I have a date tonight. And look, I just want to say that I'm so excited for the future of what we're going to do here at the show and announcements that we have coming out soon. We want you to continue to be engaged here and keep watching the show. Share it, tell all your friends, subscribe, and tell your friends to subscribe. Damaged Blue, this has been great.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Jason. This was amazing. Blue, welcome. Welcome to the team. You've been great. You know, I'm excited to see where this builds.
I'm just saying this right now that I'm behaving because it's my first show. You'll see what else is coming.
And don't be out in the streets fucking everybody, Blue, now that you're on Hollywood Unlocked, because they're going to tell me.
Oh, I mean, I will tell you, I've had a couple of exes hit me up, and yeah, thanks, guys.
See, I don't even want to get into a whole nother topic. We're going to save it for the next show. We out of here.
Do.
Peace.
Peace.